Oh, I have a hell kitten now. Look at that. I didn't even realize. Your cat suddenly transforms. Cool. Does that mean that it's gonna chase the cat, the rats better? I don't know. Oh, there's also a red spice. I did not realize that. Well, that makes things a little bit harder. Ooh. The kitten has grown into a healthy cat that can hunt for itself. Okay, so now I think I can... It'll catch things much faster. Yeah, there we go. Still more brown spice? Good morning! I'm PolarizedMoon and welcome back to RuneScape. As you probably saw in the little bit that I probably edited in the beginning of this, I now have all the spices I need. I have a grown-up Hellcat. All the things happened. So I opted to get a full set of each. So I now have all of those. It took me about an hour, to be honest. It was like 40 minutes looking at my timer here. But now, hello again, did you make your stew? Oh, okay, I need to go get stews, that's right. I have a bunch of stew. I have a cat catch hell rats, get spices, use these spices to make a special stew. Ask him to taste it to see if it's alright. Okay, so I have a bunch of stew. Where my food... Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna take 10 of those. Just in case. And we're going to try it out. So, how do I do this? Let's see. Use the brown spice on a stew. I'm gonna use one of each on these. And then see if that's right. Spicy stew. Okay. Smell? A little, yeah, okay. So let's use that on Evil Dave. Could you taste this stew, please? Something like the stew I tasted? All the spices are wrong. Alright. So do I use... Oh, he ate all of it. Okay, so all the spices are wrong. Okay, so if I do... One, okay. Let's try 2 of brown, and then 1 of each of the rest of them. So what does that say? A little red, a little yellow, and a little orange. And some brown. Okay. So use on Evil Dave. Can you taste this stew, please? I think you've got the amount of 1 spice right, but the others are wrong. Okay, so it's 2 brown. So let's use now 2 red and 2 brown and 1 yellow and 1 orange. Use orange spice on spicy stew. Okay, so use that on you. 2 of the spices. Okay, so it's 2 brown, 2 red. Alright. 2 brown, 2 red. And I'm gonna do 2 yellow. And then 1 orange. I know orange isn't correct. Let's see. Pretty evil, but I think 1 of the spices is still a bit wrong. Okay, so we're getting pretty close. So 1... So it's like 2 of everything, it looks like. There we go. Yellow spice. And 2 orange. On you. Could you taste the stew, please? That's totally evil. That's exactly how the stew tasted. Don't eat it all. Now I just have to go back in time and give it to your earlier self. What? Why can't I eat it? You've already eaten it. This is the stew that you remember tasting in the first place. So confused. Okay, so I now have that stew. I'm just gonna dismantle the rest of these because I don't need these right now. I'm gonna make sure I don't accidentally eat that one. Let's go. Cool. I did it. That was great. All right. So let's just get rid of all these because I don't need them. And that worked out. Yeah, so it took about 40 minutes to catch all of those to get that. That was also a lot easier than I was expecting. I was expecting that to be a much more difficult puzzle, but I guess it was just trial and error for the most part. Oh, hey, cool, burnt fish. I can dismantle that. There we go, let's dismantle that. I just get a little extra free experience, basically, from something that's just lying on the ground. Especially in Invention, because Invention has a much higher skill cap than the rest of them. Okay, I'm also gonna put this cat in my... Where's the other cat at? Where is the... Oh, here it is. Let's put that next to this cat there. Okay, so now we just need to go back to Lumbridge, and then give that stew to Evil Dave in the place. So I guess that one could have been a completely random amount of any of those items. The stew itself, it just so happened to be 2 of each, which means that I could have done that much sooner. But you never know. Use spicy stew on Evil Dave. Whoa, what happened? I just saved you from a bullet. A buffet worse than death. Hey, this is a pretty evil stew. Yes, now it's very important that you remember what the stew tasted like. Why? Because it just is. Okay. Yeah! Ability to catch hell rats to get a hell cat. Ability to add colored spices to stew by catching hell rats. Increased access to the Culinoromancer's chest. So that's good work, adventure. I've teleported them away to safety. You only have 2 council members left to protect. So that's all I can do in this right now. I can't do this one because I need to start the Legends quest. And I can't do this one because I need to complete Monkey Madness. Which means that I'm done here as much as I can do for now. But I don't know where the Culinoromancer's chest is. It says I can go in there, but let me let's see. The Culinoromancer's chest. During and after the recipe for disaster, located in the cellar. Oh, okay. It's invisible until she stops time. Nice. So it's down here somewhere? Ah, it must be this one. Oh, I can use it as a bank chest. Oh, cool. Buy food? Interesting. And buy items. Whoa! Culinoromancer's gloves. Egg whisk, wooden spoon, rolling pin, skewer, frying pan, spatula. That's hilarious. Okay, let's see. Items purchased from the store respawn over time. Respawn time seems to be 1 of each item per minute, blah, blah, blah. Gloves are available up to all gloves are untradeable. So what do the Culinoromancer's gloves do? Let me click on the 10 here. Sometimes called Barrow's gloves, are metal gloves that can be bought from the Culinoromancer's chest. They have no direct requirements. Styled similar to Barrow's equipment since the examined text and nickname. Pair of Barrow's themed gloves. They do not degrade. Upon death, they turn into 60,000 coins. There's also a Master Clue scroll requirement. May be stored in the Master type Heidi Hole's treasure trails. Okay, so it's just a really strong pair of gloves. With a defense of... Where's its stats? Tier 70. Armor 49 defense. So what are the ones that I have? 64? Actually that's not as good as what I have. I actually have Barrow's stuff. So that's pretty cool. Oh, collect. Oh, I can, oh, that's right. You can just, to collect. Okay, cool. So that's all I can do for that quest for now. I can't do any more past that because I haven't started the quests or finished the quests required to complete the rest of this. So the beginning of this quest takes place right now, but for me, the rest of the quest takes place after. So that just means that I have no choice but to just continue to move on here. So I now have to move on to Royal Trouble. Talk to Advisor Grimm in the Castle of Miscellanea. Oh, this is where I go down into, no required items. Cool. So this is, I think this is now down where I go down into the basement of that island. Let me pull up the, I'm gonna pull up the guide for this, and I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna close it, just so that I have it ready in case I need it. Because a lot of these quests are kind of like that. But we're doing great. There's actually not that many heroic quests left. And quite a few of these are mini quests or sagas, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and then once we get those all done, then we'll be able to do the Legends and Monkey Madness. And then after I finish Legends, I will do the next... I will save Sir Amic in the recipe, and then I will finish the other one once I do Monkey Madness. So that'll be kind of like an in-between both of those things. But I probably won't get around to that until the next recording set. So I won't be able to get to that within this 2 weeks. So it'll probably be a long time. Let me travel to Miscellanea. So now I just have to set, oh, can I even set this as active? Okay, Royal Trouble, set active. So I need to talk to Advisor Grimm. All right. Oh, my approval rating has gone down. Oh, that's because I haven't been here. Here, let me rake out a little bit of flax here and get this back up before I start this next quest. There we go. Oh, I think it is 1% per rake. That is pretty nice. And then we'll do this one. So that's 3 per one. So I'm gonna have to go do something else really quick. Yeah, that's all right. Let's go. Let's go mine some of this stuff real fast. I am going to keep these weeds, though, because they're useful for farming. For making fertilizer. And there's one. We are... And then... 99. And then... 100. Okay, cool. Alright, and they won't let me do anything else. Like, if I come over here... and I rake this, she'll be like, no, you can't rake that. Don't do that. Yeah, don't trouble yourself any further, Your Highness. But we do need to go talk to Grimm, so we're gonna go do that. I think there's a boss fight involved here, but I don't quite remember. Okay. Actually, I can manage... and see what we've got going on here. This is how your subjects are distributing their effort. Yes, I'm going to deposit 100. Oh no, deposit 100,000. There we go. That works for me. And then collect. Yeah, I'll just leave that stuff in there for now. That's fine. Oh wait, what? Warning. If you log out, items in the reward chest will be moved to your inventory or bank. If both of those places are full, you will lose the items. Oh, they're not full, so... How is the kingdom faring? Your subjects are worried about the possibility of war, but they are still happy to work for you. You have resources awaiting collection. I guess I can just bank all those for now. Has anything happened in the kingdom recently? Interesting you should ask that, Your Royal Highness. You see, the people are worried that war will break out again. King Vargas has found himself with little to do now that you are regent. He intended at first to return to adventuring. Unfortunately, we still have not had the doors to the throne room enlarged so that he can leave. So what has he been doing? He's been trying to rule once more. In your absence, however, he has once again quarreled with the Queen of Etceteria. The two of them have been writing letters to each other, threatening to raise armies and declare war on each other once more. I see. Your Royal Highness, I suggest that you deal with this matter and reconcile the two of them again. Such a quarrel is not good for Miscellanea. Accept quest. Very well, I'll sort it out. Thank you, Your Royal Highness. I suggest you talk to the prince and princesses to find out more about the situation. Princess Astrid has been asking after you. She said she'd very much like to see you again. Alright, let's do that. There we go. Hello. Hello, darling. Welcome back, my dear. I'm afraid I haven't managed to find a priest for our marriage yet. That's a pity. Oh, Advisor Grimm said I should talk to you and the prince about recent events in the kingdom? I'll ask Father if he minds us discussing this in the throne room for a while. Advisor Grimm... Oh, no, that's me. Advisor Grimm told me to talk to you about the situation in Miscellanea? Wait, what just happened? Why did that... Wait, why did that happen? And what has happened while I've been away? It's terrible, my darling. My father's been arguing with the Queen of Etceteria and managed to start a war again. It's awful that your work has been undone by such an accident. What do you mean an accident? Well, my father had something to occupy him. He wouldn't have got bored and decided to argue with the Queen Sigrid again. So what do you suggest he do then? Well, we can't have him declaring war all the time, even if it would give us a chance to show off our military might. And I could finally show them that archery isn't a cowardly skill. If only we had an army, we could prove ourselves against the Exeterians. Astrid, I have an even better idea. Better than archery? What is it? I think we should persuade our father and Queen Sigrid to marry. What are you talking about, Brand? And think of the poetic irony of the situation. The best part is I could write their wedding hymn for them. Today is a happy day, we are getting married. Our national anthems are wonderful, and won't you sing this song? I'm not sure that's such a good idea. I think it will work. I quite agree. Perhaps an odd idea, my darling, but since we don't have an army, we can hardly declare war. Are you sure it'll work? I trust my brother's judgment, though his ideas can sometimes be a little... strange. What was that, Astrid? I'm just telling Daltor about your poetic accomplishments. Oh, that's alright then. So, will you talk to our father and Queen Sigrid then? I'm sure you can manage to arrange it all. I'll give it a try, but they'll still be angry with each other, so I don't think it'll work. I'm sure you'll manage to do it, darling. Great. Your Majesty. What is it? Oh, you'll have to excuse me, I'm quite busy. What are you busy with, Your Majesty? Affairs of state and so on? I thought I was supposed to deal with those once you appointed me regent. Well, there's not much for me to do these days, you see. And though you do make a fine regent, you cannot be here all the time. So you're still helping to rule, Your Majesty. In a manner of speaking, these affairs of state you're dealing with, would those involve starting a war with Queen Sigrid of Etceteria? Not exactly. Oh, well, yes, of course, Sigrid was the one who insulted me first. And that's the least of the kingdom's problems at the moment. Some of Frodi's barrels are missing, as are many of Magnus's crates. Leif also said he's had stacks of wood disappear. Since you're the regent, you should investigate what has happened to these missing resources. Right away, Your Majesty. I'm glad to see the kingdom in such capable hands. All you need to do is a moment to talk to the citizens of Miscellanea and find out what has been happening. It might also be useful to interrogate the citizens of Etceteria to see what they know. Alright, so let's go do that. So if I remember correctly, there's like something under the island doing things, and I'm not entirely sure what they are because I've completely forgotten. Alright, so I should talk to the Miscellaneans who gather resources for me. The Miscellaneans. Alright. Hello. Good day, Your Royal Highness. Royal trouble. King Vargas tells me you've had things been going missing from the kingdom. Can you tell me anything about this? If you mean you hadn't heard, Your Royal Highness. Etzetarian soldiers came and demanded tithes from us. You're the only person who we gave any goods to, so we refused and found the next day some of our goods had been stolen. I see, I see. Alright, let me talk to Magnus. Hello, Magnus. Good day, Your Royal Highness. King Vargas... Okay, same dialogue. You mean you don't know? Oh, wait. Okay, that's the exact same dialogue. I should tell the king about this. Okay. Alright, so I guess I just had to go talk to one of them. That works for me. Ah. There's something under my eye. It hurts. There we go. Maybe. I don't know. Ah. It's always when I'm recording things happen. Then again, I have been recording for like 4 hours now, so it was bound to have something happen. This is the last episode I'm recording today. Because all the rest of them I was have you spoken to the citizens yet, Daltor? I've spoken to the Miscellanean citizens. And? They say that the Etzetarian army demanded tithes from them and took some of their goods even though they refused. What? So Sigrid's planning to invade, is she? Or perhaps she's claiming that Miscellania is part of Etzetaria now. Daltor, go and talk to Sigrid and ask her what she thinks she's doing. Exchanging angry letters is understandable, but where did she get an army from? I'll talk to her right away, Your Majesty. Well, that's a thing. So let's go see that. This, like, all the quests related to this island are a lot of just, like, running back and forth between people talking to different people, gathering information. Alright. So, the queen, I guess, has amassed an army. But we're gonna stop it, I guess. Where did she get an army from? There's like 12 people that live on her island. Alright, let's open the door, get on the floor, and walk the dinosaur. We can actually do that now. There are dinosaurs over on, whatchamacalled place. What is it called? Ancient area, whatever it's called. This place up in the corner. Anachrono, blah blah. Queen Sigrid. Your Majesty, do you have a moment? Incompetent. I'll give him incompetent. Yes, what is it? I hear from King Vargas that relations between Etzetaria and Miscellania are none too cordial at the moment. Of course not. That idiot Vargas has decided to take a hand in ruling Miscellania, even though he had handed it over to you. Now he's declared war on Etzetaria again. I suppose all those insults I made about his parentage can't have helped the matter. Even so, that doesn't excuse what he did to my citizens. What happened, Your Majesty? My citizens have told me that items of theirs have been taken. I'm sure that Vargas is behind it. Since you're the one who's supposed to be ruling Miscellania, you should sort it out. Of course, it's my duty. Good, good. If you talk to the citizens of Etzetaria, they will tell you exactly what happened. I'd find out for myself, but the pressures of ruling are immense, and I would never have the free time. Right. You were telling me about all the things you were doing, you know, last time. Alright, let's talk to some of these citizens. I believe it's the same, Carpenter Kialak. Moldoff. Hey, this is the Queen's Forest. You'll need a approval to make use of it. I didn't want to... Okay. Excuse me. What is it? Queen Sigrid tells me that things have been going missing from the kingdom. Can you tell me anything about this? You didn't know about it? Miscellaneous soldiers came here a few days ago, saying they wanted to pay tribute. Of course, I told them to leave, but in the morning, I found they'd stolen a quiver of arrows. They're not very valuable arrows, but I need them to do my job. Could you get them back for me? I'll see what I can do. Okay. So, someone else is sending an army to both of these locations saying that they need things, and they're saying that they're from the other island. That's a bit of a problem. So that means that somebody's trying to warmonger these two islands here. And I don't remember who it is, but I think it has something to do with jumping down a hole. If I remember correctly, I have to go down there. Unless that's a third quest here. I don't remember if there's a third quest here or not. Alright, Vargas. I have information for you. Have you spoken to the citizens yet, Daltor? I've spoken to miscellaneous citizens and also the Etzetarians. What did they say? The miscellaneous citizens said that Etzetarian army marched into their fields and demanded tithes. What? I see. Sigrid now is... now that I recognize Etzetari as a sovereign nation, I'll just roll over and play dead when she tries to invade, does she? An Etzetarian citizen said that miscellaneous soldiers came to their houses and demanded tribute. She's even started spreading rumors among her own citizens. There are no depths to which she won't sink. Your Majesty, lying to her own people about there being miscellaneous soldiers. We don't even have an army. Which makes it all the worse, as otherwise I'd be able to invade Etzeteria and save the citizens from Sigrid's depravity. I'm not sure that would work very well, Your Majesty. Perhaps not, Dautor. In any case, if there are any miscellaneous soldiers, they must have come from somewhere. Ask Advisor Grimm if he knows who they might be or where they might have come from. He's a capable advisor, so I'm sure he'll know about any suspicious people. I'll do that, Your Majesty. Alright. What you got for me, buddy? King Vargas has asked me to talk to you. He said you might know more about the missing goods? I'm not sure what you're implying, Your Highness. That you could advise me where to look for them? Oh, of course. Assuming that nobody presently living in Miscellanea would have taken them, it's of course likely that someone from outside took them. The sailor who brought you here from the mainland would be the first to see any suspicious visitors. I suggest you ask about in the recent arrivals on the island. I can do that. Alright. Let's open the door and head downstairs, and we're gonna go talk to Mr. Boat Ferryman. What's his name? I don't remember. I have no idea. But we'll see. Oh, I cracked my knuckles. Oh, and my neck. Oh, that felt good. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, the reason I don't remember his name is because he doesn't have one. Oh, that's not the button I wanted to... I'm a dumb. Alright, let's go back. I was gonna talk to you, not travel. Alright, here we go. Talk to sailor. I'm looking for a sailor. You found one here. What can I help you? The king's advisor said I should talk to you. He said there have been some suspicious people arriving recently. Well, I don't know of any suspicious people. Advisor Grimm can be rather paranoid about these things sometimes. Has anyone visited the island recently, then? Nobody apart from you and those kids from Relica. What kids from Relica? 5 of them came over here a few weeks ago. They said they were here to see relatives in the dungeons. They were visiting from the mainland. I didn't realize the king kept people in his dungeons. I didn't know Miscellanea even had dungeons. They've not been used to keep prisoners for a long time, but since the war ended, they've had more people visiting the island. Some of them decided they wanted to stay, so we've had to find somewhere for them to live. Only the weather on Miscellanea is terrible, and nobody could build houses that would stand up against a strong wind. Etzeteria is the same. So you decided to live on in the dungeons instead? Well, of course. They had to be enlarged first. There are still some dwarves working there, making some more of the dungeons inhabitable before they move over to work in Etzeteria. If you're looking for those kids from Relica, you'll find them in those dungeons. Why are you surprised about this, though? I thought you'd become the regent. I'm still an adventurer, and I can't be everywhere in Gielinor. Alright. I am the king here, but also at the same time, I don't know what's going on, because people don't tell me things. I don't know what's going on, I'm only the king. Alright, I believe the dungeons, it's the guard over here. Okay, I asked him for access to the dungeons. Alright, let's go do that. I wonder if I can finish this quest in this episode. I don't know how much more is left of it. Your Majesty, how do I get into the dungeons? The dungeons? Of course, how could I have forgotten? I'm surprised I didn't tell you when you were appointed regent. It's okay, the sailor explained it to me. He said that the only new arrivals on the island were some teenagers who came from Relica to visit their relatives. Those relatives were living in the houses in the dungeons. Ah, so you wish to look in the dungeons in case these new arrivals are to blame. I doubt that anyone with Miscellanean relatives would be at fault, however. There is something I need you to do in the dungeons. They are still being constructed, and the dwarven architects are finding new caves as they go. There have been reports of odd sightings in these new caves. Perhaps they are monsters waiting to devour unwary Miscellaneans. Wherever they are, I want you to look into it. You are a member of the royal family, after all, so I know I can rely on your help. Of course, Your Majesty. The guard of the dungeon entrance may not recognize you since he was only hired recently. Here, take this scroll to show that you have access to the dungeons. You'll find the entrance by the southeast corner of the palace. Fantastic. Alright. So that's what, I remember doing this. I don't remember the exact plot going on here, but I think there's a monster down there, and I think that has something to do with the resolution of this story. Sorry, sir, nobody's allowed down there by order of the king. But I'm the regent. I ordered to let me go down there. You're the regent. Well, I didn't vote for you. Sorry, Mr. Regent, nobody can go into the dungeons without the king say so. Look, the king gave me a scroll saying I have access to the dungeons. I have it right here. Now let's have a look then. Here you go. It all seems to be in order. Alright, Your Highness, you're free to go down there. Try not to be eaten by monsters. Fantastic. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the city down here. Let's see. Do I need to talk to the people here, or do I just need to go straight through? It's not safe. I need to shore up the walls before I can go through. Alright, let me talk to... there's an engine in there. Okay. Let's talk to some people down here. What do we got? I'm gonna start with this guy. We're just gonna talk to everybody. Holla! Welcome to Miscellaneous First Clothing Store. We sell clothing made specifically for Feminics and Dwarves. Can I help you with anything, Your Royal Highness? What's it like living down here? It's very spacious. One of the dwarves said that the caves go on for miles. I don't like the rumors I've heard about the other caves, though. What rumors? They say there might be monsters in there. You'd best talk to the dwarves who are excavating. They know all about these stories. Alright, oh, that's right. You get the colored... Yeah. I used to wear the red one. Talk to Ferd. Ferd and Thoradin. Good day, sir. What are you doing down here? Showing up the walls. What does that do? Stops them from falling down. Oh, I see. Aye? If you want to chat, you better talk to Thoradin over there. I'm working. Okay, then. Good day, sir. What are you doing down here? We're extending the cave so more people can live in it. These Miscellaneans aren't so bad, they appreciate the benefits of living underground. Such as? You don't get rained on, for example. Of course, there are some problems, like the monsters Donald saw. Someone saw a monster? Could you tell me more? The king asked me to investigate. One of the dwarves who was working on it saw it. His name is Donald. He went further into the caves to plan out our excavations, and came out later while shivering. He's been in the inn ever since. Alright. I'm assuming the inn is this one at the end over here. Oh, no, there he is. That must just be a bar. This one is the inn. Alvis, Jari... actually, no. I guess he's not here. I thought that one was the dwarf, but... Oh, this is the inn. Donald. What do you want? The other dwarves said you saw something in the caves beyond this one. I don't care what they said. I'm not going back in there. Not with the monsters like that one in those caves. Had huge teeth and flaming red eyes. It was almost the size of the tunnel. If it attacks the town... Are you an adventurer by any chance? The adventurer and regent of Miscellanea. In that case, could you go deal with that monster? I don't want to have to face it down again if it attacks the town. Of course, dealing with monsters is what I do best. You'll need to get to the other caves first, of course. There's a crack in the wall the others are digging, but the rocks are loose. You're gonna fall if you're not careful. I give you a mining prop to keep them from falling if you give me a minute to find it. Okay, so all I have to do is get through that wall? No, after the only way you get further in is climbing up to a high ledge and then crawling through a tunnel. But the walls are slippery. I think I might have broken the lift when I fell off on my way back. You'll probably have to fix the lift. I doubt you'll be able to climb. And the monster's behind that tunnel? Somewhere behind it. I couldn't get very far without the flooding in the tunnel. There's some rope and some planks near the broken lift. Those will probably come in handy. Here's that mining prop. I knew I had it somewhere. Here you go, lad. Good luck with fighting that monster. Great. Squeeze through crevice. It's not safe. I need to... Oh, that's right. Use mining prop. Shore up the hole. Now I can squeeze through. Take the engine. Alright, I'm gonna take all those. And then take pulley beam. Take beam. And I'm assuming I need some coal. Alright. So now I can... The walls are slippery. How do I get up from here? Scaffold. Examine broken scaffold. Use beam on platform. I should add a cross beam to the oh. Use pulley beam on platform. Take rope. Use beam on platform. I should add a cross beam to the scaffold to make it stable. What part of this do I need to add a thing to? How do I do this? There we go. Do I have to use the beams on each other? Use the beam on this. Use the engine on these. Use the coal on the engine? Hey, there we go. Use engine on the platform. Use the beam on the broken scaffold. Yeah, I got that, but how do I do this? Oh, I have to read the manual. I'm a dumb... Troubleshooting your Acme lift in a box. My lift doesn't work. Have you added the pulleys? Make sure you have a long top beam with the pulley, and the pulleys and the two cross beams. We at Acme recommend Acme pulley beams in a box. Have you attached your rope? Wind one of your Acme ropes in a box through the pulleys. Is the platform broken? Repair it with one of your Acme beams in a box. Have you added the engine? The Acme lift in a box does not include an engine. Have you added coal to the engine? All compatible coal engines have a maximum load of 5 chunks of coal. Acme lift in a box, pulley, beams in a box, beams in a box, and ropes in a box are all registered trademarks of Ali Morrisane Commercial Enterprises, Acme Limited. Alright, so I need 5... Okay. So I need a handful more coal here. So let's grab some of that. So it said 5. I got 1 in there, so I only need 1 more. There we go. Use coal on the engine. There we go. So now I can use the beam. Can I repair this now? Shouldn't I know how to do this now that I read the book? Okay, let me look at this again. A long top beam with a pulley. Is the platform broken? Repair it with one of your Acme beams in a box. Alright. Can I use the beam on each other? Use the beam with the broken platform. Use the pulley beam on that. Ah, there we go. I got it. I had to combine the... Oh, there we go. Use longer pulley beam. I should add a... Use a beam there. Alright, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Let's see. Let's try this again. Make sure you have a long top beam with a pulley and the pulleys and the 2 cross beams. Oh, a pulley in the 2 cross beams. Aha! There we go. It looks more stable now. So now use a long one here. I just kind of have to do these until I should add a top beam to the lift. Okay. Let me grab just a bunch of these. Okay. Use pulley beam. Use beam. Use beam on this to get a long pulley beam. Use beam on that. Use this on that. Use the rope on the scaffold. I should add the top beam. Use the beam on the platform. Use the longer beam on the platform. Use the long beam on the platform. Use the pulley beam on the platform. Use this on that. This is difficult. Okay, but you know what? Either way, that's about the time I've got for this episode. Like and subscribe if you like the episode. Ring that bell if you'd like to see more. Good night, and I'll figure out how to build this thing tomorrow. Bye-bye!